What up? What up? What up? What's going on, people? It's your boys, CK2K and B Wars World. What's up, everybody? Sorry for the late start today. We both got in late. Brandon going through reconstructing his whole entire house. I was at many baby showers, but we're here. We're only 5 minutes late. We're here though. We're here. Fun show tonight.
CPT time right now.
Yeah. You know what it is. But B, how you doing, man? We didn't get to do our normal pregame catch up.
It's pretty good, you know. I'm a little tired this weekend, but
Yeah.
you know, I'm happy that the week is over with, starting a new week.
Yeah, this may be a shorter show. We might only go till 9, aka 12 y'all time. Got some things to finish, but or we might go full time. Who knows? We'll see. It's a show. Well, you'll never know. But anyways, much love to everybody in the chat. There's a lot of people here early. So shout out to y'all that are here early. Shout out to everybody that's here now. Appreciate all you guys. I see you stay mellow as always. The homie Delano here, Brian early, Spectaz. Scott, my man Scott was here, I want to say yesterday.
Seriously.
Scott,
I saw that in the chat.
Yeah, Scott was here. I don't know if he came back. MH, the homie, Che Burgess, what's up? But what's up, everybody? What's happening? What's happening? Show. We're back on track, ladies and gentlemen. We had our special trade deadline episode Thursday, and now we're back to our normal time. Kaiser, I see you, bro. But yes, now we're back to our normal time. Sunday, 7:30. Sterling was good. Edgar Allan Fro, what's happening? Yeah, fun show. As you guys saw by the thumbnail, as I say at the beginning of every episode, the thumbnail is the main story, and this thumbnail.
Damn now.
Yeah, preceded, or it had Marc Gasol in a Raptors jersey and Tobias Harris in a Sixers jersey. Unfortunately, both of us suffered losses by these new look Eastern Conference teams. One team a little bit worse than the other one, Lakers.
Okay.
You
too.
Hey, we were in it, man. Dennis and Dennis, Mitch, and Knox were doing their thing. We were being led by 3 20-year-olds. All right, we out here. Anyways. We'll talk about that Lakers situation later. Primarily, we're talking about these Eastern Conference teams, these Eastern Conference quote unquote powerhouses, taking the steroids, going from being a solid team to being a pretty solid team now, being mainly the 76ers, the Raptors, and the Bucks. They were already the top of the East, but now they pretty much are securing the top of the East. But not only that, looking like they can compete against the West. So Brandon, to start us off, let's start off. We won't even start with the Sixers yet. Let's start with the Raptors, because I feel like in that game against us, the Raptors and the Knicks, that was Gasol's debut game. We didn't get a full dose of what that's going to be like. Thank God. The Knicks actually, that was a winnable game for the Knicks. But from what you could see, if Kawhi's hitting his shot and if Kyle Lowry's playing like he did against the Knicks and Marc Gasol does what Marc Gasol does, that team is already deep. And him and Ibaka look good together. I don't know if you got to see it, and even if you didn't, just with the trades and what happened, what are your thoughts on the Raptors?
Kawhi just can't get away from San Antonio, huh?
He can't.
Or that style. Yeah, but that was my first impression when I heard about the trade. I actually get to see too many games.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah.
But that was my first impression, that he's back in San Antonio, just in the East Coast and up north. So hopefully, I think it should work. Honestly, I don't foresee it as not working out.
That's my thing, right? And that's my thing too, because at first I was the opposite. I was thinking like, oh no, this is gonna be a weird combination. Gasol's not gonna know where to be or how to fit in that kind of play that they had. But when I was watching them, Gasol slotted in just nice. It's like with the Knicks with DJ compared to Cantor. It's like he does similar things but better. Marc Gasol does the things that Valanciunas didn't do, and it looked like it's gonna work. Like I said, if Kyle Lowry can be all-star Kyle Lowry, Kawhi wasn't even having a good night. I don't know, man. And like I said, they're deep. Ibaka, he still can play the center really well. He can play the 4 as well because he's done in the past. I like it. The Raptors, I've said from the beginning, are my favorites in the East, and this only adds to that. The Bucks are playing well. I've never believed in the Sixers or the Celtics, but I think it's gonna work.
I hope it does, just because I want to rub it in on Bill Simmons and 65. What do you say? 67 and 15.
Yes.
Yeah. So
yeah.
Let's keep the good times rolling. Yeah.
Let's keep them going. Right now, I'm showing. I know we're talking about the Raptors, but I'm showing the first quarter because, as I said in today's video, I love that first quarter so much. Shout out to my Knicks out here, 14-5. It was a great first quarter. Anyways, but yeah, I think we're in agreement here that the Raptors look better. I feel like it was just a good trade for both teams. I know it might not seem like it on paper, but for what Memphis is getting, they can still rebuild, but still having pieces that could bring them to playoff form as soon as next year. With Valanciunas, see what you will about Valanciunas, he's still a solid player, and they still kept Conley. So who knows what can happen with Memphis? And Jaren Jackson's out there doing his thing. So, and they also got Joakim Noah out there doing 19 and 14. But hey, who's that? Who's here? Who's asking about that? That man had 19 points and 14 boards, bro.
He still got it.
Don't say that. Stop. Yeah. Knicks fans love Joe Noah. Love Joakim Noah.
There's a reason why they love that man.
Because he's a thief is what he is.
Hey, everybody's got to make their earnings out here, okay?
Man. All right, let's get before we move on to the next Eastern Conference team, let's see what everyone's has to say. Don't count the Sixers. Christian, we're going to get to Sixers next. I know Brandon's excited about that. What's good, CK and Brandon? What's good, Chris Tiller? How you doing? Eggerson, I think Marc Gasol was brought over just for Embiid. I think so, too. I think that's what everybody's thought process was. And also to combat with Milwaukee because they're big shoot. And Marc Gasol, as he's been doing this season, he can shoot as well, but he can also still play defense with his slow, big tank self. So
stone feet.
Yeah, that man, he moved like he old for real. But the thing is, he still got some movement. He don't quite move like Dirk, So
not yet.
Not yet. I like the Raptors a lot. I liked them before. I know Lowry and Kawhi haven't really meshed the best yet, but they're still winning with Kawhi on the floor, with them off the floor. So I like them a lot. I like deep teams. Pause. Yeah. But you know what I'm saying. Yeah.
I know what you're saying, but still, pause.
Yeah, pause still. Baby asleep, CK. Oh, yeah. The baby asleep. Oh, yeah. Shout out to everybody who dropping those L's in today's video with all the stains. I meant to put an edit in the video talking about, look, I see the stains on the sweater. That's because of the little baby Nana, but I forgot to do it. So then everybody attacking me in the comments, which they deserve to do. All right, so let's move on past the Celtics or past the Raptors to the Celtics. No, not yet, because the Celtics ain't doing anything good. To the Sixers. Poor Brandon went through it today. And if you would like, I could play the first quarter for you as well, because that's when Kuzma was doing his thing. Y'all looked like you had a chance to stay in the game. But the Sixers as well. They were probably the first big move of the Eastern Conference apocalypse. They bringing in Tobias Harris, Big Boban, and Mike Scott, which Mike Scott I feel like is a great pickup that no one's talking about in that trade as well. And since that trade, they have not only won all their games, only being 2, they won them in very nice fashion. They won against Lakers today by 20, and I think the game before that they won, I think above 15 plus. I can't remember exactly what it was. But again, they're not as deep, but they have great rotation problems. They have a strong starting 5. And then the second unit that you can bring in, play with some of the guys in the 5. They have a good rotation.
Very questionable. Very questionable.
Simmons
didn't even play for majority of the game till the very end.
To the end, yeah. And that's the thing. My man out here trying threes too. But go ahead with that. It almost went in. I can't even troll him. It almost went in. I think rolled in and out. But,
you're talking about Ben Simmons. I'm talking about
Jonathan. Oh yeah, but he just got. Oh, that's right. Yeah, he didn't play. Did he play?
He played like the last 6 minutes, 5 minutes, something like
that. That's an odd to me. The Jonathan Simmons. I love Jonathan Simmons, by the way. And Brandon knows this. I'm a huge fan of Jonathan Simmons. But my thing is, it's such an odd fit because I don't know. He's not a shooter. He's a slashing guy, and they don't need any more of that on that team.
Mm-hmm.
So
he's filling in for their rookie.
Don't say Shamit.
No.
Oh,
That he got hurt in the beginning of the season. Zaire.
Smith. You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not quite as defense. I don't think he's as good of a defender as Zaire Smith personally. But yeah, I see. Yeah, he could. I'm sure that'd be a good fit. But then once Zaire comes back, which is supposed to be soon, I see him slotting in right away.
You know he's not playing this year. You know the Sixers.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, you're right. You're 100% correct. They're not. Why? That's not the Sixers way. That's not the Sixers way for sure.
Gotta sit out your whole rookie year. Then
yeah. What am I talking? You're so right. What am I talking about? Yeah, I'm here talking like a normal basketball team. Like, yeah, you should be back. No. You get hurt your first year. You sit out the entire year so you can be a rookie next year. That's right. You're right. You're right. Be ahead of the game. That's a good call. But before we go from the Lakers standpoint, because I know you're ready to talk about that, let's just talk about well, I would love to hear your opinion on that as well too. But let's talk about from the Sixers standpoint. And you mentioned on the Jonathan Simmons part, but other than that, like with the rotations where you would see like they would start their five, do the thing, but then you'd see Tobias went out earlier, then would come back later with the second unit. Joel Embiid gets to rest a little bit more because he has Boban that's, filling in for him and doing good stuff. What are your thoughts about the moves? Do you think it's a great starting five for them, but they're not deep enough, so it's not as much noise as everyone's making it? Or this is like, they have potential to win the East?
They're definitely front-loaded in terms of their starting five. Their starting five is going to be very cohesive, in my opinion. You got a lot of action. The only question mark for me, and it still remains, is Ben Simmons.
Right. Offensively,
yeah. That's my only concern. But hopefully, we saw today how JJ Redick, he's flourishing. With
and the game before, 34 points.
Yeah.
He's like the fifth option now.
Mm-hmm. And so JJ is going to flourish. It's more about Ben Simmons. Is he, going to be a liability, which he probably will be in the playoffs, or is this going to be he's going to figure out something to do in that mid-range game?
Yeah.
Which he's shown bits and pieces of it, but is that consistent enough? But the bench I think is also another concern.
I think that's the biggest concern to me personally.
Like, outside of TJ McConnell, I've always liked TJ.
Yeah. Hustler.
And who's there? Boban?
They got Boban, yeah.
I don't know. Mike Scott has never been a consistent player.
Yeah.
Ask any Atlanta
100%.
Hawks fan.
100%. He's a good guy, but he doesn't stay consistent. He'll give you two straight games, and then he'll fall apart for about a week, and then come back and be like, "Oh yeah, Mike Scott could do that." Yeah,
exactly. So
Clippers for the shortest space of time they had him, they could tell you that too. Clipper fans can tell you the same thing,
right?
And they had him a whole year.
It's more so just looking at the buyout market and see if anybody is willing to come off the bench. Carmelo, boom, got a spot for you, bro, right there. Just go ahead.
In Philly, I actually agree with that.
You stay on the East Coast.
Because he's living in New York.
Done.
Yeah,
sign him.
I do agree with that, but you guys could use him too. No. But that's neither here nor there. Anyways, I'd prefer personally. As a Melo fan, I'd prefer him to go to the Sixers. I think he would be a better fit there. With those guys there. Yeah, I'm not gonna say that next. I forgot they got James Ennis too on this. Yeah, that's another pickup that they made too. That's on the bench, but he's not offensively inclined. He's not that great. I feel like he's been overhyped this entire season, but that's neither here nor there. But speaking of you talking about the buyout markets, Vince Yako saying that Wayne Ellington to the Sixers would have been perfect. And I agree with that 100%. I think Wayne Ellington was one of those guys that could fit with any of these playoff teams. Lakers could have used them before the Reggie Bullock trade. Any of these any playoff team that is looking for a shooter. You know what I'm saying? The Bucks could use any shooter they can get. Even though they have enough shooters, they could still use more shooters because with Giannis, you literally just need to put shooters around him. Any of these playoff teams, any of them, Boston, any of them. But I think it would have made the most sense for the Sixers. Where do you end up choosing again?
Who?
Wayne? Yeah, Pistons, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what it was. I mean, they could use them too. They're borderline playoffs, but.
If he at this point, I would be chasing rings, bro.
Facts. I get you on that.
He hasn't been able to get that big time
But
kind of
Wayne,
contract.
from what we heard with Miami, he's a guy that just wants minutes. He wants to be out on the floor, and that was his gripe with Miami. And literally in Detroit, he just has now he's gonna take because Stanley's gone and Reggie's gone, so he's literally just gonna slide in for Reggie's spot and do exactly what Reggie did and probably a little bit better. So he gonna play. And he could possibly get in the playoffs. He ain't gonna win. I like Blake Griffin, but Detroit ain't in a championship built team right now.
Right.
But he gonna get his minutes, and that's what I think he cares the most about. But anyways, Melo to the Warriors. Whew, God, please don't do that. Oh man, that'd be conflicting for me. But yeah, let me see what people are saying about Philly. Philly in the finals. You see it? Okay. Simmons almost hit a three. Yeah, he almost hit that three. That was in and out. Man, that building would have blew up. That building would have blown up.
He would have stopped the game.
Mm-hmm.
They would have had to stop the game right there for like a good 5-10 minute timeout.
Yep. They would have had to. Yeah, they would have had to stop people from running on the court. It would have been crazy. MH says I like deep teams. CK 2019. That is the thing I said. He put it on the shirt. Pistons aren't doing anything. They are not doing a damn thing. Christian. Dale, what's good, bro? Melo to the Nets.
Conflicting.
It's conflicting, but they're a playoff team, and they could use them. The Nets really, their biggest problem is youth, and they don't have a bench. So
it's Melo or what's his
Bees?
name that's been in the league? No. He's on the Nets right now. He sometimes comes on ESPN and like just talks.
Richard Jefferson?
No.
Jared Dudley?
Yes.
Get him out. No, I can't.
It's either Melo or Jared Dudley.
I think that's an easy choice. But anyways,
ask Nets fans. They might have a different opinion.
They don't know. They don't like him. They don't want him there. They have I went to Barclays. They have pictures of Jared Dudley up, and I'm like, why? He didn't even play when I was there, and he was healthy. No, Nets fans, because here's the thing. Nets fans on the internet are they think they're tough because they're in the playoffs and the Knicks aren't. But in person, like I went in my Nets gear. Y'all saw me in my Porzingis jersey, RIP Porzingis. And people were talking to me like normal. You know, it was like the Brandon, here's a perfect analogy for you. The Nets fans were like Angel fans to the Knicks being Dodger fans. You know what I'm saying? So it's like they were just all like they wanted to talk smack, but then it was funny. But anyways, maybe it was just the crowd I was around. Maybe there are some Nets fans that are a little bit more tough, but I've yet to see them because they're still all New Jersey fans. Anyways, yeah, Jared Dudley, they don't even like Jared Dudley. Long story short, they don't even like Jared Dudley. Lakers ruined Beasley's career. Facts, man. God. Beasley, watch, and now Beasley probably ain't gonna get picked up again unless because if Jeff Hornacek was here, maybe and that's the only positive note I'll give Jeff Hornacek. But David Fizdale didn't have Beasley, so he's not going to be able to defend him like that. I mean, technically he did.
He didn't try and fight Luke Walton.
Facts, but that's Luke Walton's fault. Luke Walton's being defended by God knows who. Anyways,
last time I checked, a player that tried to fight a coach or did, we don't hear about him no more.
Who's that?
Latrell.
You might not hear about him anymore, but he is still loved very heavily in New York, so you can kick rocks. How dare you, Brandon? You're on thin ice today. You're on thin ice today. Anyway,
I like thin ice.
It's the best skating ice. Do you think Charlotte will sign big name free agents? Man.
Hell no.
After all these years.
No.
I don't see it, bro.
If they do, they would have to overpay someone. Like
they have to, and that's like Kemba Walker.
Marcus All. For some reason, I can see him going to Charlotte.
I thought that was perfect.
Oh, for reals?
I thought it would have been.
Oh,
I thought it would have been.
Pay him like a Stephon Curry contract.
I hope not, but yeah, I think that's their best bet. It's like they can only get like B tier, C tier guys for a lot of money.
Yeah.
Like they
overpaying.
Anyway, Brandon Lillard, Spreewell. What you laughing at Spreewell? Brandon, you want thin ice too? Go over there and skate with Brandon. Would be war. Fizdale had that's what I was gonna say. He had Beasley in Miami, so there's a chance. But I think the Knicks are in such a rebuild mode. They're not gonna look to bring in Michael Beasley, even though they should. Oh, man. Anyways, that's neither here nor there.
Wait, who should sign?
The Knicks. I want Beasley back. What you mean?
Oh.
Number 8, no, man, he can fight. He can punch.
Chris, either you with the tank or you're not, bro.
Beasley can spearhead the tank just fine and still get his 30 points a game. That's what he did last year. I mean, we didn't tank, but he.
Yeah, y'all won more than 10 games last year.
We won. Yes, we sadly won like 29 games. But the thing is, Beasley, in other than 2 of the games that he scored 30+ points, we lost. So Beasley can go out there, get his stats, and we get our loss. But then CK's happy because he got Beasley back on the team. But that's neither here nor there. We're getting way too off subject.
And then if you get Beasley, just kick out Cornette. And then boom.
Okay, see, and now you're going too
and
far.
Then bring
now
in
you're and now you're going too far. See, this is when I cut you off. Anyways, Beasley can score 30 and 4. See, there you go. Beasley can score 30 and let 40 points be scored on me easy. See what I'm saying? It's easy. It's like clockwork. We could take him. He's perfect for the tank. Anyways.
Or you have 30 points by Michael Beasley, then you get the defensive anchor in Ochefu, and you guys win games.
I'm going to mute you. I hate you so much. Stay Mellow said, "Yo, Brandon, if follow my basketball page." Speaking of which, Mellow, were you at the Sixers game? I followed you on IG, and I don't know if you got that clip from somebody else, but that was a very nice POV that you had on there. Anyway, back to we're not Goat Chefu. No, we're not giving Brandon that one. Anyways, we're moving on.
Look what I started.
I hate you for it.
Can I get some Goat Chefus in the chat, please?
No, you cannot. No, you can't. You can't.
Please.
Spree Knicks love for life. Facts. We better let them know. All right, so I want to mention Milwaukee because they did make some nice pickups with Mirotic. Dion Benjamin, appreciate the subscription, man. Welcome to the crew. The Bucks, they have none of their pieces played yet, right? Mirotic didn't play yet. They're still
has not played.
Yeah, and they still are playing really well. They're the best team in the East right now. So we really can't comment on them. But quickly, what's your thoughts on the trades? Getting rid of Thon Maker. What else did they do?
I'm a double check to make sure he didn't play. But
I don't think he did. I don't think he did.
I think that was a huge pickup.
That was a great pickup. It was a great move.
How long is Mirotic signed on for?
1, 2. Let's find out. But I think he's through 20.
Okay.
But let's find out.
Regardless, that's still. I mean, Mirotic. We talking about it in one of our podcasts that man was doing step back threes 2K.
That was early. Yeah, you're right. That was earlier on. That was one of our early podcasts. You were 100% correct. We had a whole Mirotic love fest in this show. We sure did.
And so I'm assuming he stayed high. I don't follow.
Mirotic has this fun thing. This is what he does in his career. He starts off the season hot. He's done it with Chicago. He's done it. He did it this year, or last year, excuse me. And what he does is he starts off hot, goes cold, but then picks it up literally right before the playoffs. And last year, making it into playoffs, and then he brought it in within the playoffs. So Mirotic is coming out of the cold spell right now, and he's about to rev it up for playoff time. So that could be beneficial for the Bucks. But that's the trend he's had every season of his career. So we'll see if that continues with Milwaukee because they could use that. Because they literally just have to do the Dwight Howard method. That's all Milwaukee has to do. Just follow the Dwight Howard blueprint. Just have, the ball runs through Giannis, and when they collapse on Giannis, any option he goes to that person shoots the ball.
Except for Eric Bledsoe.
Yeah, Eric Bledsoe is Mr. Unreliable, but yeah, that's the here. Brandon Lillard, yeah, he's hit or miss 100%. I still think Boston is going to make it out of these. Which leads us to our next point. Yeah, well, to answer the Mirotic question real quick, yeah, he's through 2020.
Okay, so he's
yeah.
But still, like, I love how everybody's saying Philly right now, and like it makes sense because Philly's played really well in the last 2 games, but I feel like the Bucks are a better coached team.
Mm-hmm.
So don't be so quick to write them off as not coming out of the East.
Stanley Johnson. Thank you. Sorry. I was trying to remember who the other person that they picked up. That was a good pickup.
Stanley, come back to LA, bro.
I know he needed to go. Yeah, for real. Stanley
Come back
was
to
just getting it figured out in Detroit, and he gets moved. Anyways, if you guys can hear the little one, she's not having a good night. She's very tired. What I didn't get to finish watching the Miami game. Did they ended up winning against Golden State? No, they lost by 2. We'll recap that at the end of the show. We'll see how the end. Yeah, baby crying. That's a little 9 She not having a good one. Hibbert back to LA. Stop.
Stop.
Hibbert.
Clippers? Yeah, go ahead. By all means.
But yeah, so back to the Sixers. That was being mentioned. Somebody said, not Sixers, Celtics. Somebody said, what did you say?
Boston's gonna make it out of
there it is. So Boston is going through some things right now. Some problems right now. What's his name came out. Marcus Morris came out saying that it's not a fun place right now in the locker room or to be in the Celtics right now. We're seeing the implosion that is with the team, the Kyrie situation and all those kind of things. And I think in a lot of people's short list, they had Boston number 1, me not being one of them. I've had Toronto at number 1. We mentioned that many times. I don't think you had Boston number 1, but a lot of people, a lot of pros and stuff, they had Boston number 1, but they're not looking like it right now. Do you think that this is just they're still having to feel out situation right now, being that Gordon's back, that technically Kyrie's full back for the whole season?
They're past that feel out stage.
Right.
Remember, it's like 30 games, 25 games.
Yeah. 100%.
So their issues are real. I just don't know who's going to take that. No one's been able to dictate, all right, I'm the leader of this team. This is what's going to happen, and dictate roles for each player. No one, not even the coach, which I like Brad Stevens, has, stepped up to make that announcement. So I think that's what is going to, that's their main issue. Yeah. Until that gets solved, they're probably going to be the same team. Now, I still think they're probably going to be a better playoff team just because they have bodies. But I don't know. It's right about now. It's there's not a lot of confidence in that team.
And you can see it, man. You can see it. Take like both LA teams, the way the Clippers came back in that game.
22.
There was just there's something wrong. Like I understand your leader's out and all that stuff, but it was just. It was ugly. It was ugly. Great basketball from the Clippers. I'm not trying to take anything away from the Clippers, even though they need to be losing because they're doing it all wrong. I mean, I understand you want Ralph Lawler to be in the playoffs in his last season. I get that, but y'all need to be losing so you can get your pick. But
doing an ass backwards, yo.
Yeah, but that's the thing. They looked good in their comeback, but the Celtics also looked terrible while it was happening. But also, how did it feel to see Zubac in a Clipper jersey? By the way,
it's disgusting.
It hurt.
It's disgusting.
He played well. He fits really well.
I know he played well, but it's still disgusting.
He fits very well.
Is
with
he?
That team.
Is he starting?
He started right away.
Oh.
Yeah. He fit well, bro. I'm sorry. I don't know. I like Zubac. I didn't like him at first. I feel like he was gonna be another one that was gonna fall off. But I like how he fits with the team. Anyways, but that's the thing. And like I was just gonna say, you literally took the words right out of my mouth. Fonzo said Celtics are deep. That's the thing I was gonna say. The Celtics have a very complete team, but the problem is the chemistry is not there, and people don't understand how important chemistry is in the NBA. And we're seeing it with this team, a team that should be battling for the top 3, 1, 2, or 3. That's hanging out around 4 and 5 right now. They're 35-20. That they should not have lost 20 games this early. That Boston Celtics team. So, like Brandon said, there's something there. I'm not 100% sure what it is, but
I'm 90% sure it's leadership. 90%.
Lack thereof
from a player.
Yeah, no, I understand. It ain't Brad Stevens. Brad Stevens, we've seen in the past when he has nothing, he can do a lot of something. So I think Brad's a good leader. See, I can't blame Hayward anymore because in the absence of Kyrie in that game against the Clippers, Hayward did what he had to do, and I feel like he is an okay leader. He might be a quiet leader, but I don't
So
know.
is it
I don't know.
Kyrie? That's the issue.
I think so. I don't think. I don't know. It's hard. I don't think Kyrie is a one.
No doubt.
I think Kyrie's a Paul George where he's a professional too.
Oh,
And
you're oh. I see what you're saying.
no, not like he's not a point guard. I mean, he's not a first option, which is not a slight because Paul George to me is a professional number 2, but he's still gonna get MVP. He still be an MVP. You know what I'm saying? But PG, if you just give him the team to himself, I don't see them doing what they're doing right now. I think having that Russell Westbrook and then him being the number 2, but able to get the shots and stuff like that, I think that works out. I think that's how Kyrie is as well. Like with LeBron James, yeah, you had LeBron James there, but Kyrie was still able to get his. So I feel like he's the professional number 2. And shouts to him for, wanting to get, get the chance to. Oh God, my background just went away. Anyways. Oh Lord.
Good?
And it's back. Yeah, no, we're fine.
And as we're saying, guys,
my computer does that, and it's the most annoying thing. It just randomly unplugs my hard drive. Anyways, it's fine. We're back. Kyrie with LeBron, like he gets his, but he can't be the guy. That's just my take. That's why if the whole Knicks rumors are true, if we get a KD and a Kyrie, that is going to be a good fit for main reasons, not because we're getting KD and Kyrie, but because we're getting a KD that can take the attention, and Kyrie doesn't have to be the one. He can go out there and get his. But
also, you're getting two guys.
To an extent, because yeah, I know what you're gonna say, because KD hasn't done anything as the one. Right?
I mean, he did it for like 20 games, and I don't know what season.
But he fell apart
when he won MVP.
And he fell apart when it mattered.
No. When he won MVP, that's when he Russell Westbrook was hurt, and it was literally Kevin Durant.
Right. That's right. I forgot Russ was hurt. That yes. You're right.
So, I mean,
I just think it's gonna be different in the East. I think that the oh so close Kevin Durant that we saw in OKC, those years back to back years where they kept getting close but they kept losing because it seemed like, and the reason why I hated KD, nothing to do with his attitude, nothing to do with him joining the Warriors. The reason why I hated KD is because he was the second best player in the league, but he never really stepped up in big moments, and I think that was my big problem with KD. And then him not owning up to him, just always finding excuses, and that's why I hated KD. Because I don't know if you remember, I was never a big fan of KD beforehand.
Yep.
And this is before Golden State. And I think in the East that'll be different. Just for the fact that it's, yes, we have the Toronto, we have Sixers, we have Boston, but then past that, Indiana, that's a shaky one. Miami, maybe not so much next year anymore, but like these other lower level Detroits and those kind of things, like, yeah, they're good, they're playoff-ish, but are they like what are the low level teams in West? Like, are they the Lakers? Or, are they you know what I'm saying? Like, they're not those, because your low level teams could be in the top 5 in the East. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like it will be different in the East to the point where he can float and possibly go either finals or go Eastern Conference Finals. So
right,
it just, to me, just makes too much sense for the Knicks thing. I just hope that we're not Paul George in the situation to the point where we talk him out of not wanting to be a Knick. That's my biggest fear with this whole thing, because everyone's so convinced he's going to be a Knick, and that worries me. But we'll see what happens in the offseason. But your argument about us having 2 number 2s is valid, but KD is a top 5 guy, so that's the only big difference about him and Kyrie.
Gotcha. Fair enough.
But that's my take. Let's see what the comments have to say. Comments, we weren't ignoring you. It was just a big point that I was getting out, and we were talking about the Knicks. And, I tend to go too long when we talk about the Knicks, and I apologize. Gordon injury ruined the team. It hurt the team temporarily. I think he'll be fine next year. I think it's just he's gonna need a whole year to come back from an injury like that, bro. Not everybody can be Paul George, and even Paul George, he came back.
He needed a season,
but he even came back later on that season to at least play some games, so he wasn't completely rusty when he came back the next season. So I think that kind of helped. But Yeah, to come back from something like that, man, your mental is not going to be there right away, and that's just expected. Bring back Jared Sullinger, Vince, get out. I wouldn't give Kyrie a max contract. I see that's my thing too, but he's gonna need a max contract for him to come to the Knicks. There's no way. We might be able to get away with some other guys like Kemba or stuff like that. Personally, I'm saying, hear me out. I'm gonna make a video about this later, but hear me out, Brandon. Hear me out. What do you think about?
The last time you told me to hear you out, you said
Nothing crazy. It's nothing insane. It's just two players instead of a Kevin Durant, Kyrie. What if? And this is say the Knicks draft Zion. What if we did a max KD and payday Middleton? Not a max, but we give Middleton a solid payday.
Why?
Because I'm worried about Kyrie, bro. You saw his knee. I didn't like that. Mind you, they said it's not a big significant injury. Rah, cool. But nothing. There was no contact.
I get that. So you're giving up on DSJ?
No, that's why I'm saying I'd rather ride the DSJ wave.
What? You heard it.
Yeah, I know, right? Isn't that crazy? It's just him and Fizdale. It works. It's working so far. But I'd rather ride that wave and then fill out other spots. Like bring in a Chris Middleton that can be a 2, be a number 2 to Kevin Durant. I just feel like any of the other names, Jimmy's going to stay. What's wrong with Kevin Knox? Kevin Knox can be a 4 and a 3. Kevin Knox will get his time. I ain't tripping about Kevin Knox. Kevin Knox going to get his time to shine. If he going to have to start over Chris Middleton, he going to start over Chris Middleton. I don't give a damn. But I'm just saying, like, I feel like with Kemba, if we lose on Kyrie, with Kemba, we're going to mess up and overpay him. With Jimmy Butler, I don't see Jimmy Butler leaving. I think he's going to end up staying. I don't think Kawhi is going to come or even look at the Knicks. I mean, mind you, he said that quote. So, I mean, there's a little bit of hope for the Knicks, but I still don't believe he's going to come to the Knicks. I just feel like so many of these other guys right before Middleton are going to be overpaid. And I feel like Middleton is a all-star caliber dude that can be brought on a team, make an impact both offensively and defensively, and not be overpaid. What do you think about that? Am I crazy? Am I tripping? Or do you think Middleton would still end up getting overpaid? Or do I think Middleton should not even be in my sights and just I need to focus on Kevin Durant and somebody else?
You know how much money y'all gonna have?
I know, but I don't want a Stoudemire redo, bro.
I understand that, but even if you go for Chris Middleton, you're not. He's not just gonna be like, you know what? I'm gonna settle for less. No.
But that's the thing. He's still gonna get more money than what he's making right now. He's just not gonna get max.
He's gonna ask for a max.
But he can max his way all the way back to Milwaukee with his max stuff.
It comes with the label, because you made this trade and you guys made headlines. Oh, we're saving in $70-some-odd billion.
Right. So then the free agents
you gotta take the negatives too.
Yeah. You're not. That's very true, and that's my other fear too. Like I hate it. I hate that I like when we're just the laughing stock and people leave it at that. And then now all of a sudden, like, oh, look out. The Knicks are probably going to make a splash. Like, shut up. Just shut up. Don't say nothing. Like, I hate it. Every outlet. Oh, the Knicks have something up their sleeve. Oh, and Enes Kanter on his way out said this. Oh, this person said that. The Knicks might do something. And then watch us end up being like the past, not do a damn thing because of all this. And because,
or you'd be like the Lakers. You sign like a Luol Deng or
bruh, yes. For what'd you guys do? 100 something mil? What'd you guys do for
we gave Luol 70 mil.
That's what it was.
And then I forget what we gave. What's his
Mozgov?
name?
Was it Mozgov?
Mozgov, yeah. I forget what we signed him to.
Too much. It was okay. That's a pass because you got rid of contracts. B. Don't even think about those times. Those times are gone.
Yes.
It took forever to get Dang off, but you got him off.
To answer to Soul Goals, spend it wisely. Everybody wants to spend the money wisely.
Facts. Right? But what you just said is perfect.
World,
yeah, the label.
Everybody has this pictured number of like, oh, Chris Middleton is really like, I don't know, throw out a number, $20 million player.
Mm-hmm.
In his mind, I'm a $35 million player.
Yeah.
So it's never gonna be how us fans want it to be, I guess.
Yeah, no, you're right.
When it comes to and money wise,
unfortunately.
So, I don't know. It's Yeah, go ahead and do it,
No, you're
but
not wrong.
don't think you're gonna be having that extra fluff of money.
Yeah.
You know,
My man said
so
Mosgoat. There you go, Brandon. Mosgoat.
Moscow,
Mm-hmm.
Moscow. Shout out
Mosgoat.
to Steven Tillman for thinking that was like a good pickup.
Hey, the only time Mozgov was good was when we drafted him and we had him, and then he got dunked on, and then he lost all his powers. Shout out to Blake Griffin. I don't know. We always end up going on the Knicks tangent. I just wanted to ask your opinion on Middleton, but
No, that's. I mean, we got the same issues.
yeah, that's the thing. See, if we were GMs, I feel like we would run our teams the same way because we're like, mind you, outside of Kevin Durant and outside of LeBron James with you, I think you had the mindset of just like, let it run for 3 more years, let these young guys grow. Not speed
Originally,
up the that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Originally, at first,
when
beforehand.
Anthony Davis became available, I was like, oh,
Yeah, but that's even after LeBron. But that's the thing. This is before you had the thought that LeBron's coming to the team. You're just like, nah, ride the wave, let these young guys go, da 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 da. And that's like, how I am. But then you have the opportunity to get the best player in the league. You're like, look, man, I want these guys to grow, but if we ain't get that 23 in a Laker uniform, we can speed up the process a little bit. And that's how I feel about Kevin Durant. I preach, building it from the ground up. I preach that on all my videos. And then, but the thing is, if we have the opportunity to get Kevin Durant, who is at one time the second best player in the league, he can still arguably be the second best player in the league. You don't think about it. You just do it. You know what I'm saying? You just do it. You don't. There's nothing to think about.
Now has a sense of urgency.
Yes, 100%. And I think that's where I'm at with that right now. But then, no, there's no but then. KD to NY, hashtag in the chat right now. There's no but then. Shut up. Over there, LeBron with his tampering on the All-Star game.
He know what he doing.
I think that's genius.
Let the boy shine. All right, he know what he's doing.
I think that was genius. All right, let me go to chat real quick before we move on. Middleton, a good player, not worth it. Not worth the money. 100% agreed. Who we play for? We need shooters for Zion. Oh, my God. Zion looked good today. I'll tell you that.
Speaking of who he played for, it would not cross my mind if Chris decided to troll me. And every single one he picked was just Luke Cornett, just like
different pictures and different hair.
Yeah, different hair.
And I could do it. That man's had a beard. He's had fly cuts. He's had long hair. All kinds of things.
He would do it. He would do it.
Would Zion and KD even work 100%? Here's my problem with Zion, bro. Real quick, my problem with Zion is I've yet to see him play consistently well in the half-court game. It's all well and good in college to do this whole steal and then fast break, steal, fast break, dunk, and all those kind of things. But in the NBA, yes, the game's a lot faster. But when you're on like a Knicks team, mind you, if we, get all the players that we get, dope. But like, you're going to play half-court basketball, and Zion's not going to be able to do the flying stuff that he's able to do every time he doesn't Duke. So I'm just worried about that in the long term. That's all I'm saying. RJ, I'm not so worried about, but that's the only reason why I'm still critical on Zion. I will take him with open arms. I will not boo him if we draft him. Don't get it twisted. But I am still an RJ-heavy guy, but that's just me.
If any of your fans boo if you get a top 3, like, whether you get Zion or not, like,
they would.
Why?
If we had the first pick and we drafted RJ Barrett over Zion Williamson, you better believe they gonna boo that man.
Oh my God.
Because, but here's the reason why, B. People will be frustrated on the internet, but the thing is, the people that go are the corporate casual fans. So they're just going what they hear in the articles. Just like last year, they boo Kevin Knox, who they don't know. Nick's Twitter was happy about it. CK2K on stream was happy about it, but the idiots that went to the thing are casual fans, Wall Street corporate fans that only go by the headlines. So they heard about Michael Porter Jr. supposed to be a first overall pick, but then da-da-da-da-da. So they're like, we can still get Michael Porter Jr. That's what we want. Knicks select, fill in the blank that's not Michael Porter Jr. So they booed it, and that's pretty much what it was. And that's just the situation. So that's the only defense I will give for a Knicks fan at this point. And also, they gonna keep bringing the Porzingis kid every single year. I'm excited to see him this year now that Porzingis ain't on the team. You know what? That's another thing, Knicks fans. We were wrong the whole time. That kid was right. We were wrong the whole time. That little kid was right to cry. And this whole time we memed that kid.
What I say
right.
Thursday, y'all. He's gonna be petty in a couple of days about.
You're right. I'll stop. Yeah, that's too much hating as KP. You're right. But I'm also right about this kid was right. That kid had every right to cry. He saw the future. He's like, we're not even gonna keep him. Anyways, no, I'll play with that. We talked about Celtics. But let's talk about let's talk about your Lakers for a few seconds, bro.
There ain't much to talk about.
No, there's a little bit to talk about. So y'all in a little bit of a thing right now. Y'all look like you were trying to win for about a quarter and a half. No, going into halftime, y'all looked like you were in it. But before we go into any detail, yes, y'all lost again after coming off of a pretty solid win. Looking like you guys shook the trade deadline bug. Like you're like, all right, we'll be all right. Let's move on. But then you came right back into what you did today against
reality
Sixers. So here, I want the floor is yours. I want you to let us know what you think it is, what the Lakers' problem is. But my question to you is, do you think it is the trade deadline thing still going on? Do you think that there's just lack of chemistry going on because of that? Do you think that there's a certain player missing, so that's why you guys suck because he's not in right now, Lonzo Ball? What do you think the problem is? Do you think it's just like, all right, we're getting through it, LeBron's getting back in rotation? Like, what is wrong with the LeBron James Lakers, and will we finally see LeBron miss the playoffs for a season?
I said this on Twitter a couple days ago. I think it was yesterday or Friday. It's one of those days. It was hard for me to just sit and enjoy the Boston win because I know I won't get the same team the next game. I know it didn't take 30 games for me to figure out that this team's just going to be up and down.
Yeah.
So everybody else is saying just relax, enjoy the game, blah 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 blah. Yeah, it's cool. We beat Boston, our rival since forever. It's a good win. But after that day, I'm back to like, all right, this is new day. Like I don't know what to expect from this team going forth because you see these nice plays and these nice highlights. We didn't get none of that in the second half against the Sixers. Whether, I would think that the Sixers made adjustments and that's what took away like a lot of our options, our actions. But
yeah,
night and day is night and day.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm disappointed today with how we don't want to play defense. But tomorrow's a new day, so I'll get over it just like every other day this season so far.
Yeah, I'm about to say this ain't the first time, right? That's what I have to tell myself sometimes with the Knicks. I get it.
So I do think we're having a little bit of issues. I think today we're deferring a lot to the new players with Luke starting Bullock, which was cool, but it just we don't know who he is. Like, it's one thing to trade somebody and to come off the bench or him not playing a couple games, but he was put immediately in the starting lineup.
Yeah.
Figure it out.
Reggie,
like
yeah.
Hasn't played, hasn't gone through a full practice. He did a shoot around out in Sixerland. So I don't know. It's tough. Mike Muscala was broke today.
Yeah.
And our defensive sets have just looked ass.
I didn't get to see it. Like I said, Lonzo don't play. I don't like to watch y'all anyways. But I did watch the first. I got to see the Kuzmania of the first quarter. But other than that, I didn't really tune in for much of it. But yeah, what was I gonna say? You said something that I was gonna stem off of. Shoot. As far as and more so with you saying that it's one of those things where you saw it and you were watching it, and yes, you were enjoying it in the moment, but it was one of those things where, because you know the team is not something that's going to continue, something you're not going to see again. I'm trying to phrase it how you said, because how you said it was perfect, and I think that is something that you should not. That's not the attitude you should have with that team, but it is the attitude you're forced to have, because that's just how the Lakers have been this season, and it's very true. Reality. It's very true, because normally with LeBron James teams, like when you see a Boston Celtics game, that game that you guys had, that's like, oh, here they come. Like, that's the start of something with LeBron James teams. But with that, it was just like, man, look, that's nice for right now, but that gonna be carried over to Philly.
When you have that thought process in the back of your head, like, all right, are we gonna show up the next game, or
you're trying to enjoy this moment, but you can't, because you're like, this is nice right now, but it is gonna happen in the next game. I get it. I get what you're saying. So then, do you think this is something that continues, or do you think we really just need this All-Star break?
I'm a hopeful person, so I would hope that we figure it out, because we only have 25, 30 games.
Y'all can't do no more of this losing stuff. Yeah, if y'all want to get it, because Kings are playing well. Shoot, the Clippers still accidentally winning.
We need to hit like one of the old school. Like, what do the old school Lakers do? 18 in a row, 20 in a row, something like that. We need one of those.
Lakers with 33. What was the record? That Lakers got it.
The record was it was something 30 games, but I was talking more recent with Shaq and Kobe.
Oh, got you. You said old school, so I went Magic. Got you. My
bad. So we need to figure it out again on defense. I know Lonzo covered a lot of holes, especially for Sir LeBron James.
Yeah. It's so God. Sorry, I sound like such. I know I'm a Lonzo stan. I understand, but it's just it's obvious, especially on the defensive end. Say what you will about offense, because I think Rondo does a lot of Lonzo things. I mean, obviously Rondo's the original Lonzo, because that they're pretty much the exact same player, except Lonzo's just bigger. But better defensively, damn, you don't do that. Damn. All right. Anyways, but defensively. Yeah, it's like you said, some of the holes and some of the slips and some of the passes that normally aren't made, because Lonzo fills those in and covers for said LeBron James, covers for said Kuzma and stuff like that. But that's not, as much as I love Lonzo, that's not entirely enough to say, like, if that happened, then the Lakers are winning. I'm not going to entirely say that. I will stand by saying I think that y'all need him to win, but I just feel like this is very similar to the Celtics situation. I think there is a chemistry thing, regardless if they want to admit it, or regardless if they want to believe that, no, we'll be fine, we're gonna get through this, like the trade deadline's over, we're here. But at the same time, yes, they're here now, but they're still available once the season's over. You know what I'm saying? And I think they know that. Like, just because it didn't happen right now, I'm still going to be on the table to get Anthony Davis in the summer. You know what I'm saying? So I still feel like it's still there in thought, in their minds, and I think that maybe after the deadline passes, after the All-Star break passes, maybe you guys can regroup and get back together and get it on track. But I do feel like some of these guys, because Brandon Ingram has not played well. I mean, he played well up until the deadline, which was nice for him. But then, like, after that, he's disappeared. Once LeBron came back and Kuzma and stuff like that, he's gone back to his disappearing act.
I hope Magic, when he had this meeting before the game, I hope he really just broke it down, like, and was kind of blunt. Like, yeah, we traded for Anthony Davis.
I would think he was. I think Lonzo Magic. I think he is that guy that has just like, look, this is how it is, man. Doesn't mean I don't want none of y'all. He's going to try to swing it like the reason why you're available is because you're talented, kind of thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
But I guarantee, I'm sure he was very blunt about it.
Because, I mean, at the end of the day, none of these players are Anthony Davis.
Yeah.
Like, some of y'all might be able to score a little bit better, defend a little bit better, pass the ball a little. Like,
yeah, but the thing is, you're taking many pieces doing what Anthony Davis does by himself. So
one player can do all what you guys do.
What the many thing, yeah. I give you that for sure.
So, like, if anything, they need to take that as a challenge, as like, oh, my boss doesn't believe me. Instead of being
soft,
my team has this issue, dude. Like, when they get beat down, bro, and they just don't know how to Get out of
they
it.
play like some LA kids, man. That's what it is. They play like they live in LA. That's what it is. Get smacked in the mouth, and then they take some time to let it hurt, and then they do something about it. But while they're hurting, they losing. Last thing about the Lakers, because this kind of pertains to all this. Real quick, actually, let me go to the comments real quick. Y'all going in on that last thing. All-Star Game Fever. I'd rather have Reddish or RJ. Look, no, I'm not gonna say that. I won't say that out loud. It's okay. We'll talk about it later. LO 18 wins in a row. Our Knicks about to hit less than 15 wins this season. SMH, bruh. I'd be happy if the Knicks end the season with at least 15 wins. That'd be a godsend. Much love from Miami. Appreciate you, Illmatic. Much love. Fonzo, do y'all think LeBron is declining? I mean, obviously he's declining, but I still don't. His declining is different from like a Dwayne Wade declining.
It's very slow.
It's very slow. It's there, but it's very slow. This man the other night played 40 minutes and damn near almost had a triple-double. I ain't tripping about LeBron James. LeBron James is doing what he should be doing for the team, but he needs his team to help him out. And if they're not going to be making playoffs or making finals this year, he don't need to be extending all that energy this year. I feel LeBron messed up the young core. That's just what comes with LeBron James. Like we were saying, when you sign him, when you bring on a player of his caliber, the process gets accelerated. So you're gonna have to, give up some of the young core to win now. What's lucky about Anthony Davis is he's 25. So LeBron's gone in 3-4 years. Anthony Davis is not even gonna be 30 yet, so he at least is still somebody that you build around and stuff like that. But yeah, that's the curse of having the best player in the league. That's his age. What about LeBron sitting at the edge of the bench? He's always sat at the edge, but that's nothing new. That meme was
Literally,
weird.
Yeah, like it players were being subbed in and out. Chris Paul made a meme about it too.
And here's the thing too, it was just a weird moment. It was a weird circumstance, and just with everything going on, it's just easy to tag on that. But LeBron always sits at the far end of the bench because that's where his seat's set up. A and B, like Brandon said, everyone was getting subbed in because of the blowout. And C, the biggest thing was everyone was saying Rondo even went up over to him and dapped him up instead of sitting next to him when it sat next to the coaches. But that's because that's where Rondo's seat is he has a seat over by the coaches. So that's just the reality situation. So it was just an awkward situation. I sound like I'm defending the Lakers. I'm just giving facts, but yeah. Do you feel that?
Appreciate you, Chris.
I'm just being real. Look, like I said, Lonzo don't play. I don't watch that team, but at the same time, I pay attention to the memes because I'm a meme lord. As long as, do you feel that will happen with the Knicks? No, I don't. I feel like it's a different situation. I think we have the cushion of the East where it's okay to have 2 stars or a star and a bunch of good, talented pieces, young role players like a la Celtics, where if we have a Kevin Durant and then have a Knox that's, still figuring it out but averaging about 15 points a game, having Mitchell Robinson doing offensive and like I think we can survive in the East with that like the Celtics have been, especially if they have the right coaching. So I don't think it. But with the West, because it's so strong, it's harder for them to do what they're doing. If this Laker team was in the East, they're in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? They're not going to be in the situation that they're in right now. With this young core and all that stuff, they'd be fine. No problem. Because I don't care what you say, this team is better than the Cavaliers, team he had last year that he brought to the finals. Point blank, period. So it's
difference is we're on the West.
You're on the West. So I don't think that we're necessarily gonna have to go through the same things when we get God. See, I just anyways. KD to NY. You heard me here first. Dale, when KD takes us to the finals, LeBron better be declining. No, when KD takes us to the finals, I want LeBron James. I want the Lakers in the finals. I want a Knicks Lakers NBA finals, ladies and gentlemen. I would love that for the culture, for the sport. Especially if we have KD versus LeBron, the rematch. Oof, yeah, I want that.
The rematch.
I know the rematch. Wait, no, did he ever get a rematch? Yes, he did. I forgot he's a Warrior. I forget he's on the Warriors. I'm an idiot. Wow. I'm just thinking OKC KD. You're right. I forgot he's a and he beat him. You're right. I'm stupid. Anyways, I still would like KD versus LeBron.
Chris needs some milk right about now.
I forgot he's on the Warriors. See, that's how much I think about the Warriors. I hate that team. Anyways, so let's move off with that. So, Oh no! Last thing about the Lakers, Brandon. Then we'll stop talking about your team. Last thing about the Lakers. I know we said what we said about LaVar Ball last week, or excuse me, on Thursday. And I'm asking you this question just because it was in the media, and I think I know your answer, but I would love to hear what your answer is, anyways. Is LaVar Ball making any effect on the team right now? Yes or no?
It's a bunch of grown ass men. You better not have that man be bothering you.
And that's the answer I expected. I just had to ask you because we got ESPN making 20-minute segments about this, and I thought that I would give the answer that you gave me just now. So
ESPN has no Super Bowl or any football going on.
Correct.
Right now.
They have nothing to talk about. I just wanted to hear your answer quickly because that is the correct answer. If there's any grown men in this league, even the kids that he called raggedy that are letting another player's dad bother them, because Lonzo got them in a group chat talking about, there go my pop again. Y'all know what it is. Don't trip about it. That's what he texted them. The only people that care about it are the fans or people that have that are taking his word for gospel.
And Patrick Beverly for some reason.
Yeah, because Patrick Beverly got whatever. It's a talkable point, but anyways, you gave me the answer I expected. Now we're moving off of that. Moving on. LaMelo Ball 6'7" hours. That's right. LaMelo Ball gonna be a Knick. Anyways, no, he's not. We're not gonna be able to draft him because we're gonna be too good. We're gonna be in the finals. Anyways, moving on. So we talked about the Eastern Conference. We talked about the lowly Lakers. Now let's talk about some actual funny news. Brandon, did you hear the story about the it's so hype it's a Knicks story, but it's because it's Kevin Durant, so that's why it's a story. You hear about the Knicks slyly using Kevin Durant to help season ticket sales, bastards. Helping with season ticket sales next season. Did you hear about this?
I heard about that.
So for those who don't know, the New York Knicks, let me see if I can find the exact picture. The New York Knicks, for those who are season ticket holders or have ever been season ticket holders, the renewal time is February 28th. So you must, put your payment in to renew your season tickets for next season by February 28th. And the billboard or the poster that they use is a picture of Mitchell Robinson and Kevin Durant sitting next to each other. But of course, Kevin Durant's in his Warriors jersey. It's no tampering, anything like that. But it's sly because it's almost like they're trying to nudge the fan a little bit. Like, yeah, but
there's a possibility
we could possibly have both of these guys as our Knicks. Not just Mitch, but that Kevin Durant guy might be our Knicks. But here it is right here. But the Knicks ultimately deleted it because they don't want to risk any tampering. They're claiming that they didn't do it because of that. It wasn't posted to be tampering or anything like that. Here's the picture. Let me show you guys for those who didn't see it.
Where's the fines, huh? I only seem to be fining.
But Brandon, it's not technically tampering. It's literally just a picture of one Knick guarding a player on another team, as you see in a lot of billboards. It just so happens that it's just a player that might be on the team next year because of all the reports. But cleverly, the Knicks took it down to avoid any kind of Magic Johnson situation. But yeah, it's just a funny story right now. And yeah, there's literally nothing else with that. That it's just literally that's what we're hearing about. They took it down. They're not using that picture anymore. But I thought it was funny. I thought it was very clever. That was very sly. Shout out to the Knicks for that. They get a nice try for that one.
Someone else did some tampering BS.
Oh.
And they quoted something like bringing somebody like Anthony Davis to our team or something like that. It was on Twitter.
Oh, I didn't know that one. You got to bring that one up to me.
Let me find it. But yeah, I love how everybody else is doing tampering actions.
But it's not direct tampering like what Magic did. Magic said the name. You can't do that.
Magic even went and said, I think Giannis is going to be a great player for Milwaukee. And still,
you can't say his name.
Someone else did. He's yet to be fined.
What's his name? Or who is he? Who is he? Whether you say his name or not, is he like an owner? Is he a GM?
He is an owner. He's GM.
Well then, if he's a GM, then for sure he should get fined for that. The Clippers GMs went to Raptors games. No, they didn't. It was the owner, Steve Ballmer, and Steve Ballmer is allowed to do that. Steve Ballmer went to Raptors games, Yeah. I read that too, which he is allowed to do. The owner is allowed to go and check out other games, other teams' games. We've seen that in the past many times. Hell, what's his name? Our boy James Dolan was at a Laker game. Of course he was there when the Knicks played him, but he was at a Laker game when they played. Who'd they play? It wasn't the Warriors. It was a good team, but he was just there because he was in LA and he wants to hang with the celebrities and stuff. So he went to a Laker game. You can do that. It's very, as long as it ain't the president, the GM, anybody that makes any signings or something like that. I mean, you could send scouts, but that's as much as you can do. But so, anyways, Fonzo. Here's my problem with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. I love Shai, but what is the difference between Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and Lonzo Ball? Other than Shai Gilgeous-Alexander doesn't have a dad named Lavar Gilgeous-Alexander. That's the only difference.
Or a jumper.
They both don't have a jumper.
Lonzo's got a jumper. He's got a wet ball. How dare you?
I hate you so much. You just made me say that. Lonzo will have a wet ball, just not right now. They both don't have consistent jumpers. He can shoot, but he doesn't make them at a high percentage like Lonzo does. They're both very good ball movers.
CK does not watch Lonzo Ball enough, ladies and gentlemen.
And we're moving on. I hate you. Zion to NY. Enough said. We'll see, bro. We'll see. Shai is a rookie, okay? They're the same age. I get that. Next.
Who said that?
Sterling. Oh, Lonzo is literally 1 year in. Lonzo has a jumper. Dale, if you don't get out of here. Shai got a nasty mid-range, though. Stop. See, this is what I'm saying. Look, they're y'all are fishing. They are very similar players. It's just Lonzo Ball had the whole Lonzo Ball, and people are just like, yeah, well, your dad sucks. It's just sorry. I love Shai. I love Shai. What's good, CK? Veg, what's up, man? How you doing? What's up, people? What's going on? Jerry West. They were open about pursuing KD and Kawhi. Jerry West, the Clippers, Jams. Yeah, I mean they're open in the sense where,
What happened?
I got a text, but it freaked me out because I didn't know my sound was on. Triple B's, he's the man, leveled up super. Okay, leave Lonzo Ball lyrics out of here. He was doomed from the Lonzo had the Korzemba hype. That's so true. My Korzemba, man, he be overhyping so many players. Brandon, you watch my Korzemba? He's a YouTuber.
No.
I think you probably come across a video on accident. He's one of those YouTubers that just be like, Where has this player been since 1995? He was one of the world's best shooters. He's one of those YouTubers. Good YouTuber, he's fine, but he's just
dramatic music in the background.
Yes, exactly. Okay. That's the kind of YouTuber he is. I'm Bailey CK. I know. You know how I knew you were Bailey Veg? The picture. Why'd you change your name? What's Vegemite X? Okay, got it. X Vegemite X.
Vegeta?
I get it.
Vegeta?
Sean Marion got the best jumper of all time. His shot went in though, didn't it? That ugly bunny hop shot went in. I remember when people used to use that shot in 2K.
Mm-hmm. Because it was especially shooters.
They did the same thing with Lonzo last season. A lot of people I would run into in the rec would have Lonzo's freaking shot because it's a cheat.
They're taking his base now, not the
not anymore. But yeah, what they would do is because if you have that shot with a high rating. Last year it was cheat code. It was stupid, and I saw that coming from the trailer. Anyways, Chuck Hayes. Don't start me on Chuck Hayes. That was my guy, the best free throw in the game. Chuck Hayes had the best free throw in the game. Brandon, meanwhile, is still looking long and hard. And he ain't gonna find it.
I'm gonna find it,
You're not gonna find it. You're not gonna find it.
I'm gonna put it in chat, and then it's gonna be it's over.
Anyways, I had one more subject. I did not write it down before because we will probably be ending a little bit early today. Also, for those who did not already, new video on the channel. Go check it out. I would shout out Wars World's new video, but he didn't post one. He lied to us. He said he was going to edit on Thursday after our show, and it's been days and he had
It's coming together a lot slower than I anticipated.
Well,
so
hurry up, God,
yeah,
gosh, gilly darn it, hurry up. Anyways, so I know what I wanted to talk about. So, first and foremost, did you catch that James Harden Paul George duel?
I did not. No, I did not be able to get a chance to watch that.
I didn't either. I watched the highlights.
I heard it was good.
It was incredible. It was very, very, very fun.
45, right?
Yes, and then 42 out of
good game, Chris.
Shut up. I'm like, I didn't do it. And then 42 out of man, look, I need to start coming Wednesdays every week, bro. I'm so rusty. That ball would not, look, but my shot came back at the end of the night. It in game, Jesus Christ.
Nobody's talking about that.
You know who I felt like? I felt like Lavar Ball, bro. I was out there feeling confident, airing the hell out of that ball. I'll openly admit it because I know I'm gonna get it back. I ain't tripping about that.
Aha! I found it.
You found it? You found what you're looking for? Yeah, so ladies and gentlemen, for those who are looking for context, Wednesday I went and played ball for the first time in a month, and your boy was broken than a homeless man in Skid Row.
Chris was broke.
I was broke.
Another term for broke.
Man,
he wasn't hitting rim.
Bro, I was missing. I was looking like Ben Simmons today. I was broke.
No, Dale. He has lost. Okay, he has lost.
Oh, I lost many times. No, I did. That's not. No, I didn't. I won every game I played. No thanks to me, but look, that's what happens, man. That's why I
lost in the jump shot variety in the games, in the actual games.
It was a nightmare. You know those dreams you have when you don't know, you can't dribble the ball. You can't basketball in your dream, but you're like, I can play basketball. Why am I not walking straight? And so that was me in real life. It was a nightmare. Yes. But that's what you get when you don't play basketball for a long enough time. But look, see, I'm not making excuses. Here I am. I'll be back though. Watch it. Give me 2 more weeks.
Wait, 2 what?
Bruh, look, we gonna play. Look, I'm just being real with you, man. I need 2 Wednesdays.
Okay.
I need 2 Wednesdays. My shot I'm gonna be falling this week, and then next week I'm gonna be back to layups. I'm gonna be back
Chris,
to doing my team.
I keep coming out of retirement, man.
Then stay out of retirement this year, man. You glitching IRL, bro. Dale, it's bad, bro. My feet were like cement. It was real. All those nightmares you have, it was real life for me. Anyways,
to be fair, it was cold.
Dylan Charles, what's good, CK? Just stopping in real quick. Listen, real quick. It's been a minute. What y'all talking about right now? We talk about nothing right now. What we were talking about was the quote unquote heavyweights of the East, Laker problems, and the whole Knicks the Knicks debacle with Kevin Durant. We were talking about that. But right now we just shooting the breeze. All right, so Brandon, right now we're gonna pull this up here. We're going to pull this up here for everybody to see because Brandon he's so excited about this. He's so excited about this. Oh, the tampering thing. I can't even remember what you're talking about. All right, so here we go. So this is for Brandon because he's so upset that Magic Johnson got bullied by the league, but no one else will. So now we're all entertaining Brandon here. All right, Bucks owner Mark Lazary. We hope it would be players like Anthony Davis and others who want to come to Milwaukee. Yeah, that's tampering right there. He openly
Man. No fine.
Yeah, wait, hold on. That's not okay. That is not okay. That happened 2 days ago or a few days ago.
No.
Yeah, everyone's saying tamper. Yo, wait, hold on. You can't do that. That's not cool. That's not cool. That you can't do my man Magic like that. Like, I understand he's the president of the Lakers and stuff like that. Mind you. No, I can't. That's not good. My reasoning wasn't even good. I was gonna say, mind you, he was on Jimmy Kimmel, but at the same time, this is still the internet, so it's still seen probably just as many people.
Nothing.
Yeah, Nothing. He didn't get any. That's crazy. That is definitely tampering, bruh.
And then read the whole quote.
I was just about to. I said I saw the report and I think it's great. Bucks owner Mark Lazary told Sports News about Barclays Center Court after his team shredded a depleted Nets club in Brooklyn. It's a little, I love that sentence. Anyways, it's a little bit of what we want. We want players to come and play in Milwaukee, and part of it is when you're winning and you're setting a standard for excellence, people see that. People want to win. It doesn't make a difference if you're in Milwaukee, New York, or LA. The goal is winning. So we hope it would be players like Anthony Davis and others who want to come to Milwaukee. Why are you saying names, bro? NBA tampering rules are vague and arbitrarily enforced. Predicting when the league will or won't act is usually foolish. But if this isn't tampering, I don't know what is. So basically, but again, it happened on a Friday. So, the league might have been taking the weekend off and they might jump on that on Monday. We'll see. But yeah, that's tampering, bro. You ain't lying. You are not lying. You are not fishing at all. That is a real thing. Meanwhile, I don't know if you guys saw it, but the Lakers lost by 23 points to the Philadelphia 76ers, 143 to 120. Why? I just saw that, and I didn't realize it was that bad. But anyways, that's neither here nor there. That's neither here.
Let's look up the last time the Knicks lost, yeah?
Yeah, we lost against the Raptors. Like, we talked about this in today's video. Go check it out. It's up on the channel.
Let's bring it up again.
We can bring it up. We can watch it. We can watch the whole thing and cry together if you want. I don't care. Knicks lost, man. Zion, come on down, bro. Anyways, what's your opinion on people thinking young players are supposed to develop in their first year? Fonzo, I don't know if you've watched my channel very often, but I hate those people. No, I don't hate those people. I disagree wholeheartedly with people that are expected, because not everybody's going to have De'Aaron Fox or Donovan Mitchell isms, but also we have to remember Donovan Mitchell played multiple years. De'Aaron Fox didn't. But what do you think about that, B? What do you think about the new era of everyone expecting these lottery picks to be good right away, rather no matter what their age is, no matter if they only played a year in college?
It depends on what direction your team is going for. I think I said this in the last episode that every team, or not everybody, knows what direction. Like, for example, New Orleans. Yeah. Are they going to go in full reset mode, or are they reloading? Mm-hmm. There's a difference. Teams that are reloading or revamping, I think the acceleration process or thought process happens. Mm-hmm. All out Lakers. I think if LeBron James did not come here, we would have been like, all right, let's see what the young guys can do. Can they get 5 more wins than they did last year, kind of thing? Yeah. And meanwhile, teams like Orlando, mm-hmm. they I don't know why I brought them up.
I don't know why you said Orlando, but go ahead.
I really don't know what they're doing.
No one does. Orlando's in that Chicago Bulls hole where it's like, what's the plan, guys? But anyways, continue.
I think Chicago's got a plan, more of a plan than Orlando.
I'll take your word for it, because I don't see what their plan is at all.
They have a nice nucleus of young players. It's just ugly. They need a coach. They need a coach.
They're right. They don't have a coach. They got Jim Boyle or whatever his name is, Boylan or whatever his name is.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, but finish your statement.
Knicks. Perfect example.
I was gonna say, I don't know why you didn't lead with that.
I don't know why either. But now we're here. Knicks are in total reset mode. They have some young pieces still, and it's just a matter of, if you get a superstar mm-hmm. in this offseason. Mm-hmm. I'm not naming no names, because everybody thinks we're tampering with LeBron.
No comment. Go ahead.
Then you can say, all right, these guys like Frank Ntilikina, like, you need to get your act together. Even Kevin Knox, like, you're gonna need to get your act together, mm-hmm. so on and so forth. Mm-hmm. So it just depends on what direction your team is. If you don't think you can land free agents, then you're probably more susceptible to be like, all right, patient. Let's see what the guys can develop into.
Yeah.
But those large markets is 1 year, and we'll try again in the next offseason. Mm-hmm. And you guys, they'll have better odds in that case.
Yeah. I like that. I do agree with that. Ooh, there it is. Kevin Knox is better than Brandon Ingram. That's hard for me. I love Kevin Knox. Unbiased, I want to say yes. or biasedly, I want to say yes. Unbiased, I will give the edge to Ingram because of defense. Other than that, yes. I think Kevin Knox is a better scorer. I'll fight you on that one for sure.
That's fine.
But I will give the edge to Brandon Ingram because Brandon Ingram has shown that he can score and he is a better defender. So I'll give him the little edge to Knox right now. But again, BI is 22 and Knox is 19. So we'll see where Knox is at when he's 22, and then we could talk about that later.
BI will lock up y'all point guard any day.
Okay, and my point guard will lock up BI any day. Get him, Frank. No. Get him, Frank. Get him, Frank.
No.
I hope. Oh man, I can't. I hope Frank guards LeBron James when we play y'all in Madison Square Garden. I want LeBron to try to bully Frank again, because then DSJ gonna come up and bully him too. He gonna be the Cantor, but he gonna say better things than Cantor. I am here now. I am here now.
Two cheers for DSJ. Can I get some love in the chat?
I've said it in my video today, man. I'm warming up to DSJ. DSJ has shown that he's not the guy that I didn't like in Dallas. He is a different dude so far in New York. But we'll see.
Could it just be media perceiving that?
No, I think it's Fizz. I think Fizdale is unlocking DSJ. I think Fizdale has got him in a certain mindset right now, and that Rick Carlisle couldn't do because Rick Carlisle never really believed in him from the jump. But we'll see. I am giving love to DSJ. I will admit. Yep, I've been getting. Trust me, you're not the only person to keep. Oh, CK. Oh, I thought you hated him. Oh. Anyways. Lonzo All-Star in the next 2 years. Not as a Laker. If he's on the Lakers, if he's on the Laker, you think he's gonna be an All-Star in 2 years as a Laker? I don't think so. Because LeBron's still gonna be on the roster.
LeBron's gonna be old. Like his daddy said, LeBron gonna be old.
Anyways, look, man,
he can't guard him out in the fast break.
What have we said about? Look, we are both pro Lavar Ball, but what have we said about listening to what Lavar Ball has to say? Okay, stop. Lonzo, if Lonzo, sheesh, I said LeBronzo for real. LeBron and Lonzo together. Anyways, if LeBronzo, there you go. If Lonzo ends up being moved to a Phoenix, New York, Chicago, New Orleans, anywhere that's not LA, I will agree with that. But if he is still on LA when they bring in Anthony Davis or any of these guys with LeBron James, I don't think so. I think that's going to stunt his stardom a little bit before he's able to shine. That's my thought process on that. Lonzo on the Suns, facts. Fact, point blank, period. But that's not true. I can't say that because we look at boy Devin Booker, who's had all-star numbers but can't get in there because, it's the Western Conference.
Yes.
And, yeah. Anyways, Kuzma or Lonzo, who are you keeping?
I think. Oh, is this a question for me or
Brandon? I'm listening to you. I'm letting you go.
Oh, I've always been a Lonzo guy. From day one. Kuzma, I know that's how like every Laker fan's like, Kuzma, he can score, I get it, but from the way I play the game, the way I've watched the game, the way I've grown up, Lonzo is a much more favorable person to watch, and I would much rather keep him than Kyle Kuzma.
And I don't think y'all need me to answer, so we're just gonna move past that. If Lonzo goes back to UCLA, he'll be an all-star. Okay, and here's where the Dale, ladies and gentlemen, has joined back with the trolling. I would hate to play with LeBron. Depends on who you are. If you're a Kyle Kuzma, you wouldn't hate playing with LeBron. I'll tell you that much.
Nope. If you were JJ Redick, you would love LeBron.
Yeah, 100%. If you're a Lonzo Ball, definitely. I understand that. If you're a guy that. Oh, I didn't mean to. No. I didn't mean to hide that, King. Because I agree with it. Anyways, King, say what you said again in the chat. I meant to show it, but I accidentally put hide. Lonzo has that swagger and marketability. Yeah, man. It's just like I said, people just want it to happen too fast, and I think that is the only negative of LeVar Ball that I will give LeVar is that he planted that seed in people's heads that Lonzo is going to be that great that soon. I mean, he didn't necessarily say that, but that is how it was perceived. And then Sports Centers and Fox Sports and all those and Bleacher Reports ran with that, and that's what they kept pumping in people's heads. So I think that's the one negative that I will give LeVar, but that's the only negative I'll give LeVar. Other than that, he's just a father that's speaking truth about his son. He says a lot of recklessness, but he's talking about his son, and I don't care what any of y'all say. If y'all kid in the league, y'all kid is a top 3 pick, you are going to say that your son is better than LeBron James. Yes. And you're giving a microphone, even with or without a microphone, you're going to be sitting on said sideline, whether it's New Orleans, whether it's Toronto, whatever. You're going to be sitting on sidelines talking to whoever listens that my kid is better than the best player in the league. And that's just how it is. I don't care. If go to any AAU game, have a kid that plays basketball and that you feel is a little bit good, that's just a reality situation. Difference is, LeVar Ball is getting a microphone. I said all the time about Kevin Knox. I love Kevin Knox's dad because his dad is really real, and he's very LeVar Ball-like as far as an AAU dad. But the difference is the only people that are hearing him are people in New York. Yeah, no one's giving a microphone besides MSG Network. And if they did, he'd be saying a lot of recklessness too, because the way he talks about Kevin is very true. He always goes in talking about, he has the potential to be better than Kevin Durant. He does Kevin Durant. That's just what dads. That's what they do, man. That's how you hype up your son. You support your son. That's how you're supposed to do it. This two shows in a row we weren't on LeVar Ball and rants. Y'all need to stop making us talk about LeVar
Ball. LA's favorite dad.
LA's favorite. That's the nation's favorite. According to LeVar Ball, he's global.
Oh. Yeah, going international.
He is international. You're right. Yep.
East needs to keep stealing players from the West. 100%, man. I just want even basketball throughout the whole entire league.
You want what is that?
I want the 2000s.
What is that word that Colin uses all the time? When he talks about the NFL, he always says this word. Can't remember it right now.
I don't know. I don't think I know what you're talking about.
Where it's like equal, it like pretty much just everybody has a chance.
Yes, pretty much.
I forget.
No, I don't know the word you're looking for, but yeah, pretty much. And I know that's too much to ask for, because like in every sport it's the same thing. I don't know necessarily about baseball. I don't know enough about baseball, but like football, even though yes, the Patriots are the best team in the league, more times than not, the NFC is way heavier than the AFC. That's just how it is. NBA, West is stronger than the East. But the same thing, the NBA, the top 4 teams in the East, if you go with power rankings for the whole entire league, those top 4 teams are ahead of some of the top teams in the West. And that's just how it is. But after those 4 teams, it's a huge drop in the East. Relevance, balance, yeah, any of those words work. CK with his white people voice.
Yeah, this is the white people voice I like to use. Yeah, it's very easy.
Can someone tell me why Max Kellerman speaks basketball? Can someone tell me why Max Kellerman is on TV? Okay, I take that back. I do not hate Max Kellerman. I hate when he talks about basketball or football. The sports I care about, I can't listen to him. But when he talks about boxing and when he talks about a lot of other things with other sports, I like to listen to him because he knows his stuff to an extent. When he was on radio, like we said, on radio he was fun to listen to. But since he's been on First Take, I can't. I hate hearing him talk about the Knicks. I hate hearing his standpoint on players because it's all analytical. It's just I can't with Max Kellerman anymore.
Kevin Durant is not a top 5 player.
Man.
It's just not the right move for the Knicks. What the Knicks are going to do is they're going to go and they're going to sign Jimmy Butler on a max, and they're going to get, if they're lucky, they're going to pray to get a Kemba Walker. But that's what the Knicks are. That's what the Knicks have always been.
Shut up, Max Kellerman. I hate him. I hate when he talks about the Knicks. Me too, man. And that's the thing. I used to hate when Stephen A. talked about the Knicks. Now, since we made that trade, Stephen A. has actually been very nice to our Knicks. Okay, I'm done. Stop. All right, it's 9:03. Like I said, we might end a little bit earlier, but we're on our final stretch, as we call the last half hour of the show. Brandon, this week's game is going to be a fun game that we haven't played in a little while, and it's it is buy or sell. I have a few things that I want to ask, NBA related, actually it's sports related, not NBA related. Just some that are about football and stuff like that. And I'm going to ask you, Brandon, as well as the chat, you guys also play along as always, if you are going to buy or sell on this idea or concept regarding to this said sport or topic. So, actually, it's not all sports. Some of them are not sports. I just remember to have some other things here too. Uh-oh, and where's my daughter? Oh, there it is. Okay. Yeah. So let's get the music. We're not doing the Wii music. We're going back to good old fashioned dramatic music.
Bum, 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 bum.
But
see, everybody in the chat wants who he play for.
Guys, you gotta understand. There's only so many players in the league. We can't do it every week. If we could, I would. We could probably do it in the off season when we can do who we play for, like team edition. So we'll go down every team and we'll go down a bunch of players that played, and we could mess around with Brandon that way. But as of right now, we cannot do it. I would love to. Trust me, I would love to do it every week. But I got to keep you guys begging for more. You know what I'm saying?
It's not like that. It's not like the NFL where they have 50, 60 players.
Exactly.
I would fail miserably if it was NFL edition.
You guys hear that? That's the music of death. What you guys don't see is Regis Philbin pointing at you right now. It's very, very, very. Y'all want to see what I'm looking at? This is what I'm looking at. I'm looking at Regis pointing at me as we listen to the song. So to you guys, it's dramatic, but to me, it's just Regis telling me what to do. But anyways, back to the game. Brandon Lillard, not who we play for. We've already said that. Now, like I said, you guys can play along. But Brandon, I need you to get your stock hat on. I need you to act like you are in Wolf of Wall Street right now. And I need to know if you are going to buy or sell on these ideas here. Okay? Yeah. There it is. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. No, shut up. Get real. Brandon, this first few are going to be some softballs, okay? Are you buying or selling? Paul George is a legit MVP candidate.
Buy.
You answered that very quickly. I appreciate that. Yes, I would buy on that as well. Chat, Paul George, a legit MVP candidate. Brandon is buying. Chat, are you buying or are you selling?
We got Chris is up there for our MVP candidates. Y'all know this. Y'all know this.
Shut up. Everyone's buying. See, like I said, softballs. All right. Are you buying or selling on? I want to make this specific. Okay. I'll make it specific. Are you buying or selling on the Markelle Fultz experiment in Orlando? Brandon Lillard said he's buying. Never mind. But I'm sure he's talking about the other one. Anyways, buying or selling on the Markelle Fultz experiment in Orlando? Will this be a fresh start for the young kid?
Whoa, Soul, get out of here with your political agenda, my guy. I'd say buy.
Buying.
Because I want to give him a shot.
See, that's not thinking with your money. That's thinking with your heart. You might want to give him a shot, but do you think he's going to take advantage of the shot? And do you think he's going to come out of purgatory? So I will ask you again. Are you buying or selling?
I'm still buying.
Are you still going to buy? Okay. All right. This one is a lot of buying. Okay. We had some sells, but a lot of people are buying. Okay. Brandon. I don't even want to ask this one because of how, we talked about this in the beginning of the show. But are you buying or selling that the Knicks will be able to land Kevin Durant?
Wait, hold on. That's a trick question. I think you should rephrase.
Nope, I'm not rephrasing anything because this could happen, but it necessarily might not happen.
You say could, but that's. I mean, obviously the option is there, but you gotta say something definitive. Either he's gonna sign there or he's not gonna sign.
Oh God, Jesus. Okay, all right. For Brandon's lawyer team, will Kevin Durant be a New York Knick in 2020? 2019, 2020, to be specific, for Mr. Brandon over here.
Thank you.
No, 50-50. I need a buy or a sell, Bailey, aka Vegemite.
I'm gonna say sell just because he there's a chance he might stay with Golden State.
I want that sell. I want everyone to say sell because I don't like how mainstream this is becoming, because it scares me. Don't make it mainstream unless you're part of the CK crew. Hashtag Katie to NY. Now on to the next one. So Brandon is selling. Let me see what everyone's saying. I see a lot. I see people getting too excited. I'm not even saying buy anybody. Like, hell yeah, New York, baby. No, I need a buy or a sell. But anyways, moving on to the next one. Brandon, are you buying or selling? And I need you to take your Laker hat off to answer this question. Are you buying or selling that one LA team will be in the playoffs this summer?
Oh, buying.
I like that.
Buying. Yeah.
Okay.
It's not.
I don't want to know who. I don't want to know who,
Okay.
Brandon. I don't care about your agendas.
Okay. All right.
Okay. So then I ask you this. Are you buying or selling that the Los Angeles Clippers get their draft pick this summer?
Where's their draft pick right now?
Well, the Clippers have to miss the playoffs to get their draft pick in the lottery. But if they make the playoffs, then their draft pick goes to Boston. I don't know who it is, but they don't get their draft pick if they make the playoffs. So are you buying or selling that the Los Angeles Clippers get their draft pick?
They should have been thinking about trading Lou Williams if they wanted to. So I'm buying.
Therefore, Brandon just told us the answer. The team that he says is going to the playoffs is the freaking Lakers. Okay, Mr. Bias. I told him to take his hat off, and he kept the hat on. Anyways.
Sure, it's my favorite hat.
Bailey said sell, CK. No, none of them will be in the playoffs. Ooh, shots fired to LA. No LA team in the playoffs. All right.
The Celtics can kick rocks. Yeah. Yeah.
I have another fun question. This one I'm adding on just because of the LA question. Are you buying or selling that there will only be one Bay Area team in the playoffs?
So right now,
Yeah, this one's a little bit tougher than the LA one.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
We're getting some buys. I know Lillard, the buy was for the Lakers, the Clippers game their pick.
I'm a sell.
Sell. Foxy saying no. Okay, you're selling, so you think both of them will slip in? Well, not slip. Well, one of them will slip in, but
yeah, one will.
Oh, so you're just saying just one. So just Warriors. Yeah. No Kings.
No Kings.
Okay.
Because I had to double check on the standings.
It's possible, but your team probably wouldn't be making it in if they made it in. So you have to say so. I understand.
Right.
Bailey said Clippers are better than the Lakers. War, don't at me. Are you buying or selling that you might possibly kill? No, I'm playing. I'm just kidding. Well, this one is actually 50-50. I'm seeing a lot. I'm seeing buy and sell on this last one. Yeah, I don't know how to answer that one. I'm gonna say sell, mainly for the fact that they don't have a LeBron James. So I do think the Lakers gonna slip in to the 7th seed. So I'm gonna say sell, and the Lakers gonna take their spot. All right, Brandon. Are you buying or selling that the NBA championship this year will be headed back to the East Coast?
Selling.
Sell.
Sell.
Okay, let's see what the chat says. Lillard said sell. I think King B said sell to the last one. Oh no, Lillard's saying sell to the last one, so we'll wait. They're a little bit behind us.
Okay.
Sell. Oh, here's all the sells. Spectaz is buying. Louis is a lot of sells. Everyone's selling. Nobody thinks it's going to the East. Okay. All right. Raptors, I'm rooting for you guys. I will take. I still can't buy though. Sell. Yeah, a lot of sells. That just saw that one coming. Edgar Allan Poe, my man, buying. Everyone else is selling. Okay. All right.
Of course, he would. Sixer fan.
Hey man, Sixers working hard out here in these streets. Hashtag 143 to 120. Anyways, Brandon, are you buying or selling that Zion Williamson is the no contest #1 overall pick?
Way that ESPN keep on hyping him up. Yeah, I'm buying.
So Zion Williamson, doesn't matter who it is, he is definitely for sure going first overall this next draft.
Yeah.
Okay.
Unfortunately.
Okay. All right. Oh, have 50-50. Buying's taking over. Buying is running away right now. Buying is running away. Here comes, yeah. That's Tony. Troy's bringing it back. If Cavs leave first, they pick some bum. Sell. It's between RJ and Ja. Stop with the. I'm sorry. I'm trying so hard to like Ja, but I'm just not there yet. Anyways, it's actually pretty. It's pretty even.
It's pretty 50. Yeah.
It's pretty even. I think the buy has a little bit, but I think it's a lot more even than I expected. 60-40. I'll give you that. Anyways. All right, Brandon, you're doing good so far. You have a little bit of money left.
I didn't know we were gambling.
No, you're not gambling. You're buying, so then you always have to give me money. If you're selling, I don't know. I was working. Anyways, I don't do stocks. Anyways, Brandon, we're stepping away from the league, and we're going into pop culture. Now, as a lot of you guys might or might not know, tonight was the Grammys. Alicia Keys hosted. But with a lot going on with the Oscars, Kevin Hart was supposed to host, but he turned it down because of everything that went on, and we all know that story. But now the Oscars have no host, and they're keeping it that way. Brandon, are you buying or selling that the Oscars will do better without a host at all? Again, they have no host, meaning no cringy opening.
Mm-hmm. I feel like that's become like a norm now.
Yeah.
So I'm. If I buy, that means they need to get a host. If I sell, it's fine the way it is.
No. You're buying, then you're vice versa. You're buying and you're saying no, they're gonna be fine without a host. If you're selling, you're saying nah, they should have a damn host. Sell, get Lavar. See, King B knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I would sell.
You would sell? Personally, I think buy. I think because they're gonna have all these other celebrities going out there and doing their things in between, I think it's gonna end up being pretty entertaining. So whatever, I'm buying it. Whatever, I don't care enough. I just want to ask.
You're basing off the personalities of the winners.
Personalities of because they're how in between they'll be like,
so it takes a lot of effort to do the nominees for blah blah.
so it's pretty much a bunch of that for the whole night. And I think with the list they have, they'll do all right. But anyways, that's fun stuff. Now moving back to sports, the Alliance Football League was debuted this weekend. I don't know if you have seen enough or anything about it, but basically it is to be it's like a G League to the NFL, but it's also like a JBA where it's going to happen after the NFL season's over. You're going to be seeing guys that didn't quite make it or got cut play and get a chance to try to make it back in the league. So far, the weekend was pretty entertaining if you watch any of the games. Brandon, are you buying that the Alliance will make it past 5 years? Buying or selling?
Isn't the AFL coming back or
No AFL. XFL.
XFL? Yeah.
That's next year.
So
But this is okay. The Alliance is partnered with the NFL. It's not competing. It's partnered with the NFL as their G League of sorts. You understand that?
yeah,
Okay, and you're still selling that they're not going to make it past 5 years.
yeah.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. It's like a JBA, as in it's owned by Lavar Ball. That's exactly correct. No. Buying. Chris thinks it's going to go past 5 years. Buying, they'll be fine. Yep. Buying. Sell. Okay. Buy Edgar Allan Fro. Yeah. I'm buying. I like the concept to it. I think they have the right people running it. I think it's something the NFL needs. The rules are probably going to get changed up as the years go on. In the Alliance, but for the most part, yeah, I think because, like we said earlier, there's so many players that want to make it in the league that they'll have players that are gonna, be able to fill up the Alliance to, make it entertaining. So I think it will. I think it will continue to get better throughout. I think it will make it past at least 5 years. So I'll buy that one. All right, Brandon, final one. The last and final buy or sell. And it looks like we're going to go to our normal time anyways tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Final buy or sell. Brandon. Are you buying or selling? Hello. Don't laugh. This is serious. Don't make me show you Regis Philbin again, okay? This is serious.
I'm laughing at you, man. He said,
what? Look at Regis. This is not a laughing matter, okay? This is serious. Right. I'm talking to you. Brandon, are you buying or selling? Let me get it out, damn it. Are you buying or selling that your pal, your friend, Chris, aka CK2K, is a thief for having? Hold on. I don't know if you've seen the last video, but he's a thief for having a Kevin Knox jersey, but it still has a security tag on it. Are you buying or selling that your friend Chris is a thief?
Ooh, he's stealing. He's stealing. I'm telling.
Are you buying or selling that I'm a thief? Because right now it's the hot topic on the channel right now. People think I stole this jersey for real.
That's what's
look at the buying. Look at the buy. Look at the amount of people buying right now. Oh hell yeah, because man, of course, see what I'm saying?
My question is, how did you get through security?
Bruh, you're telling me. I don't understand. I don't know. And I know how it happened because my girl was chatting us up. She was chatting me up heavy. Like, she's like, oh, so you like the Knicks? Oh, you're a Knicks fan. Oh, you're from out of town. Oh, I would love to be in California. While ringing me up and doing her thing, throwing the jersey in the bag and stuff like that. Oh, yeah. I like Porzingis, but Kevin Knox, his jerseys are selling out. Talking all this stuff. And I'm not thinking. I didn't even know that this thing was on the jersey until I get to California. Not even until I got to my hotel. I'm like, oh, this is on here. But I couldn't do anything about it because I was leaving the next morning. Anyways, Brandon, are you buying or selling that I stole this jersey from Madison Square Garden?
I'm selling because I know.
I have receipts.
Because he would have told me beforehand if he stole it and keep it on the low key. You guys probably wouldn't even see the jersey.
It would not have even been made it to the channel. No way, shape, or form would have made the channel. No way. Yeah, I 100% did not steal this jersey, ladies and gentlemen. Matter of fact, I was almost late with my rent to tell you that because I got this jersey, because I spent so much money on this damn jersey, I almost did not make rent this month. Okay, that is a true story. So if you guys could kick rocks before you talk about me stealing this jersey, all right?
That ain't funny, but it's funny.
It's not funny, but it's real. So that being said, if you guys have any ways of me taking this damn thing off without ink coming out
Why
on
not
my
take
damn
it?
jersey,
You can't take it to some regular like
I want to take it to
store.
Can I take it to Foot Locker? You think Foot Locker, because they do jerseys, or Champs would do something about it, or
I
they'd be
was
like
saying
kick
like
rocks.
Kohl's or some store that sells clothes. Just try it.
But see, I've never seen this one before. It's so tiny. So that's why I want to go somewhere that has jerseys.
I mean, yeah, sports chalet. Oh, whoa,
What's that? What the hell is a sports chalet? What
My
even
bad.
is that?
Wow.
Anyways, I'm not a thief. I'm not a crook. This is real life. CK with that Leangelo ball heist. I am done with you guys for this week. Well, we're at the end of our show, as we always do. B War is going to send us off with some positive words, and we're going to end the show, and we will catch you guys in the next one. Brandon, with all these heathens, so you didn't steal the jersey. Delano, I did not. I showed you the receipt. Watch today's video. I showed you the receipt. I have the receipt. It's in another room, but I have the receipt still. Mail to Brandon. He's in NY. No, he's not. Anyways,
It would be nice. I want to go back to New York.
me too. I was just there. I would love to go back. I didn't want to come back here.
I saw I was there.
Bro, I just wore my Knicks hat, and the amount of nods I got out, man, I felt like I was home. Out here, I come like, oh, must be tough being a Knicks fan. Out there, people understood the struggle. Everyone understood they got it. You know what I'm saying? And then don't even get me started when I got to MSG. Like, it was just, I felt like I was amongst my people. And blue and orange, oh my God, I was getting homies like, hey, we gonna get it next year. Like, it was man. Oh, anyways, don't.
Anyways, a story I didn't tell you when I went to the Laker game while I was at the Jumpman store.
Oh yeah.
I'll tell you. I'll tell another time.
After, okay, we'll save that for the next one. But Brandon, take over, do your thing, wrap us up with some positive words for our people. Let me put the Brandon theme on.
Let me know when
There it is. Hey, go ahead, B. Yeah.
So, as I said on Thursday, I've been having a lot of job interviews to improve my way of living, and they've been. One of them is kind of something that I would never see myself doing. That seems to be a theme of my life when it comes to making a living. So, with that said, I would test you guys in order to take a risk, whether that's financially or spiritually. What other aspects? Relationship wise, take a risk. Not because you can reap all the benefits and all that extra stuff, but because you just never know when that will become useful. In my working history, I've worked in Home Depot, and I've carried that knowledge to my own house, and we've destroyed like the whole living
the whole
room.
thing, yeah.
And I now work with disabled adults, and I'm sure I'll be able to take that knowledge if I were to have a disabled child.
Mm-hmm.
I'll know what programs I can use, what ABA services is, all that good stuff.
Facts, I get you. Yeah.
So yeah, like I said, take a risk with your life, whether it's small, big, medium, whatever the case is. It's only going to benefit you. Risk are something that every successful person says they do.
Yep. You gotta risk it to get the biscuit, bro. That's a real thing.
Yeah. So go out there and try something different. Try be something different than what you typically are accustomed to.
I like that. More fine words for you guys to take on to the week. I just like I do in my videos, I always say this is gonna be short or we're gonna end early, and here we are ending at the normal time. So CK staying on brand as always. But yeah, those are the words taken to the week. Take a risk, step out of your comfort zone.
Don't do what Soul said. Don't do what Soul said.
So Brandon said you don't have to wear a condom. Take a risk. You heard what he said. That is what Brandon did. He did say it. Something that you,
Hey,
if you're
shoot, man.
there it is. There it is. Kyle Kuzma, your way through life. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. That is the show. That was episode what episode was it? 13, 14, 13, 14. We're episode 14. Look at us actually being a live podcast. Like, look at us. We are killing the game right now, man. Patting ourselves on the back. Much love to all you guys, man. All the support, everybody. Delano, I know you already left, but I appreciate you for stopping by, being our wrench holder. Dale for being here throughout. Brandon Lillard, the homie, the guy. That's our dude, Brandon Lillard, the Clippers fan, the resident Clipper fan. Rick Harrison with the over unders, as always. Pro Schmidt doing his thing. Spec Taz, all you guys, everybody. I saw Chunk Norris, not Chuck Norris, Chunk Norris, his chubby cousin. But much love to all you guys, man. New video on the channel, B Ward video on its way. Check out, subscribe to him if you haven't. Wars World, link in the description. Sub here if you haven't already as well. We out of here. Much love to all you guys.
Peace.
And like I said last time, and I'm gonna say it again, Barclays Center is better than Staples Center. I'm gonna catch y'all later. We out.
Had to get that last one in, didn't
you? Peace.
How dare you? How dare you?